You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet. Hey, welcome.
Hi.
It's in the TADPOG podcast.
What's up?
It's a show that happens every week.
Yeah.
Every single week for like about 5 years now.
Almost.
Yeah.
Getting close. Very close.
Yeah.
Within striking distance
Like
of 5
next
years.
month.
I know.
Yeah.
We should get a cookie cake.
Yep.
That just has a big penis drawn on it.
Yeah, they don't like it when you
Yeah.
quest stuff like that.
Let's test them. Let's push them to their limit.
Because I know I've talked about like trying to get them right fuck on one.
Yes,
Yeah,
I remember you telling that story. I'm going to call them up and be like, excuse me, could you draw a dick on a giant cookie for me? No, you can't. Well, could you? How about a pussy then?
Can you draw like the shaft and then like I'll just finish the head like you just draw?
Yeah, exactly. Can I buy some frosting from you?
Just like balls and a shaft, and like you can say it's a tomahawk, and then
Right.
just include it, and I'll finish the head off.
It's a tomahawk. It's a bone.
It's a femur.
Yeah. This is going to a bone doctor. Those have names, right?
The
The
bonologist.
bone, yeah. I'm Dr. Bones. What do you call a bone doctor?
Orthopedist.
Is it an orthopedist?
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm basing that. I work in a hospital, but I'm basing that solely off Grey's Anatomy.
All right, that's fair. Look, I got nothing, man. I don't know. I always thought that was like shoes and feet and stuff. But feet is like the pedophile doctor.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
What is-
exactly.
Pedologist. That's it.
The pediatrologist.
Pediologist. All right, we're a podcast about video games.
Yep.
Welcome.
We are, aren't we?
Sometimes.
Shut Happens Weekly. We're two old guys play old games.
Yeah.
Hey, we're playing through this wonderful gift from Treasure Goblin Master Mold Mike Lanham,
We are.
where we play alphabetically through the games on the NES Classic.
All 30 of them, kind
I
of.
feel like it's going over pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, what metric are you using?
My feelings.
Just how you feel about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
The most important metric, how I feel about it.
Yes. I mean, in some cultures, that's considered science.
In ours, yeah. I'm using Republican Party.
Yeah. The
metrics.
logic. Yeah. All right. No, it's great. No, I love it. It's perfect. That's a good look for us, I think.
I think so too.
Look, anything to keep our spirits
I know
up.
if somebody saw us, they'd be like, "Oh, young Republicans."
Yeah, right. Yeah, totally. You know what's, well, maybe I shouldn't go down this road, but I'm going to anyway.
Yep.
Sometimes I worry about that, where it's like, do I dress too much like a Republican? Is this a problem? So,
No.
because I think that I would be, look, I know I'm friends with Republicans.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's nothing wrong with straight up just being a Republican, but it's like,
Zach.
but that doesn't mean that I don't take offense if someone would be like, "Are you Republican, dude? What the fuck did you say?" Yeah, that's just how entrenched we are in like political sides in this country.
You're not wrong.
We need more parties, y'all.
Yeah,
We need more
like
parties.
India where they have like 4,000.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm all about it. I was talking to Overseas Philip a couple nights ago. Actually, it's probably like a couple months ago, and he was talking about all the parties they have in Germany, all the political parties.
Man,
I'm also just for regular parties too. Pizza parties,
yeah.
birthday parties, skate parties.
So that's what we're gonna do for Choco Chica's birthday again. She asked.
skate party?
Skate party.
Really?
We're like, yeah, you can have like 20 kids over, and the birthday party costs like $30. Yeah, you can have a skate party.
That's not bad. You got to like
really
supply
good.
your own cookie cake with a dick on it.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah.
Happy birthday.
They'll finish it for us. That's nice.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, it's a kid's activity.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to blindfold one of you. Try to draw an eggplant resting on two golf balls. I like that we both went for golf balls.
Yeah.
It says a lot about us.
That's what ours look like.
Yeah. I just thought it was like maybe the thing that drew us together to begin with. It was I bet
Golf?
that guy considers balls like golf balls.
Yeah.
Testicles like golf
Yeah.
balls.
We talked about that at our Young Republicans convention. We went
Titleist.
together.
Yeah, I'm number one Titleist fan over here.
Well, I'm your bearded host, Tyler.
Hey, Tyler.
And before we break down this week's game,
Which is Excitebike.
Excitebike, Let's see.
Are you excited?
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, good. Much fun. So excited.
Much fun. Let's see, because I sent you a message earlier. I think I was thinking about the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up, and a memory bubbled up.
It is Thanksgiving in like 2 days from when
That's
we're
true.
recording this.
And I'm like, well, I have to go in for like 2 hours, but this is the least
Oh,
I've
God,
had to
that
work.
Fucking sucks. You got to go in on Thursday?
Yeah, but
Oh, man.
yeah, but I'll go in like before like anything, because like it could have been one. There are 4 managers.
All right.
And
you're one of those
One
4.
of us had to go. One of us.
You're
had
like
to go in.
you're like so if all the managers at your place of work, your place of employment were members of the Fantastic 4, which member would you be? It's the thing, isn't it?
No, actually no, because
Damn it.
I think Casey, the executive chef, would be the thing.
Damn it.
He's the workhorse, gets in there, does all the physical
Yeah.
activity. I'm the face.
Okay.
So who's the face?
So
of
you're
Fantastic?
Mr. Fantastic then.
But see, isn't he the leader? Like I would say,
Yeah.
I'd say our department director is Mr. Fantastic.
Okay, and then that's fair. Then you'd be
I'm either Sue Storm or
you're not well,
Johnny Storm.
do you turn invisible?
Well, no, everybody can see me because I have to go talk to everybody.
All right. Then you're Johnny.
So I guess I'm
yeah,
Johnny.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
All right.
And then like that's cool because then I could be Spider-Man because like they teamed up all the time and they
Yeah,
were buddies.
There you go.
So that's perfect.
Yeah.
There we go. It's settled.
Perfect.
Thanks for listening, everybody. You can find us on iTunes and Stitcher.
But the director, she said that she would come in on Christmas. And I was like, well, okay, well, I'll bite the bullet. I'll go in for a few hours.
Director
Thanksgiving.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Director Fantastic. But I got tomorrow off for it, tomorrow and Friday. So
Oh, that's cool. So what? You get Wednesday and Friday off, and then have to go into work for like 2 hours.
Basically, they gave me an extra day off for going in for like 2 hours on Thanksgiving, which we were supposed to have off. But like the more higher ups are like, no, someone needs to be there to make everyone else who has to be there feel better.
I got you.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
But then I'm off the weekend and Monday, so it's pretty good.
That is nice.
Yep.
Yeah, having Monday off. I've been thinking about using a vacation day, but I think I'll just take my 4-day weekend and call it.
That's good. Yeah.
I got like 2.5 vacation days left, and I'm saving them to try to like bridge the gap between Christmas and New Year's, which isn't going to happen. Like I won't have enough days, but I'll probably end up just taking unpaid days.
It's totally fake.
Because it's just like, I don't know.
I feel like, that stretch is like you don't want to
Yeah.
fucking do anything.
No, you don't want to do
It feels weird going.
No one
there.
wants to do anything.
Yeah.
And it's like that includes like clients at work too. I mean, like those, like that week, that stretch is just dead. It's
Yeah.
just sitting around trying to find stuff to do typically.
Well, because thinking about the holidays made this story bubble up, and I messaged you, and you were like, "Law, what?"
Yeah. Yeah, because you do this from time to time. I like it.
Like, 'cause I
You'll
know
send me
if I don't send it immediately, I'll forget about
Yeah,
it.
you send me a reminder. You're like, reminder for intro idea. Okay, noted.
So it was a few years ago. I think it was either at Thanksgiving or at Christmas. A bunch of my family members were together, and I just happened to walk over and hear this conversation between like several very conservative family members. And
Republicans,
I don't know, like
conservative Democrats, moderates.
yeah, for the most part. Yeah, like I say, my dad is a moderate.
You know, I keep interrupting you. That's just a thing. That's just a thing that I do. I
So we both do.
I feel like we've all accepted
We
that.
tell a story, then we think it's something funny. We just throw it in.
This isn't even funny. I've always considered myself a moderate. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I've always considered myself like left leaning, but not really like leftist.
Yeah.
Until recently.
Yeah, when they shifted all the parameters.
Yeah, everything's weird now. All right, I'm sorry.
Because
Conservative family member.
as I've gotten older, I've gotten more liberal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's different.
I think
Usually people
the
get
more
more
people
conservative.
I've met and the more places I've been, I've
Yeah.
got increasingly liberal as I've gotten older.
I'm curious, like as you get like really old, if it comes back around, because typically,
Well,
like
maybe.
the older people get, the more conservative they get, because they're I don't want to say less relevant, but
And their world is changing.
yeah,
the world's not the same. They
world's
wanted to go
changing
back.
around. Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Yep.
I get it.
But I overheard them talking, and one of my uncles was just, yeah, haven't you noticed whenever you see on TV or hear about on the radio or see it on the news that whenever there's a drunk driving accident, it's the drunk driver who's always fine. They're like, yeah, man, that is how it is. That's so sad. The innocent person is always the one who gets hurt, and the drunk guy walks away. And other family members, yeah, I think it has to be something to do with you being drunk. And they're all thinking about, yeah, I guess it is. Like, I guess you're all like loose and drunk and you're all over the place. So whenever you hit, you aren't rigid or scared. You just kind of like flop around and you're okay if you're drunk.
Yeah, your ragdoll physics.
So then yeah, exactly. Like fall out when you step on a mine.
Right. That actually, no one dies in Fallout. They're all alive because they just go
they're all
limp
just
right,
drunk
right.
immediately. Well, see, that's the thing is one of my aunts was like, they should make a pill that you keep in your like glove box, and right before you know you're about to get in a wreck, you take it, and it makes you drunk like instantaneously, and then you're okay in a wreck. And I just remember, like, I just stopped and stood there and just considered all the ramifications of a pill that could instantly get you drunk that you're supposed to keep in your car.
Well, that you also need to find and dig out and eat, consume.
Here comes the
before-
car. I'm gonna go get the blister pack. Gotta put. Oh man, or I push it through real hard. I cracked about half of it.
God,
All
it's a
right,
suppository. let me cram this horse pill up my ass.
Oh, it's almost there. I'm getting drunk.
Oh, they just didn't turn their blinker on. It's not an accident. And I'm fucking drunk.
Now it's a DUI. Now I'm going to jail.
I think we just wrote the commercial for this new pharmaceutical miracle that your family had
Instant
created.
drunk, exclusively for driving.
Use it when driving.
Please not for recreational purposes. Only to save your life in the case of an automobile
Yeah,
accident.
absolutely, 100%.
No one would ever take it. Never take it.
But what happens if you hit a drunk driver after you take the pill?
Oh man! So
Does anyone get hurt?
you both just laugh and get out of the car and high five.
We did it.
We got our health. That's what's important.
I feel like we could get funding for that.
Yeah.
If we kickstarted it.
Kickstart instant drunkenness pill.
Instant drunkenness pill.
And I know that was kind of a short anecdote, so I have another. Because I talked to Melissa, like, do you want to come on and tell this? She's like, no, you should tell it. I was like, okay.
I wish she'd have come on.
Yeah.
I like it when she's on.
I do too. It's
Yeah.
just,
I feel like everyone does.
I think once she gets here, once she starts talking, then she's fine, but it's just getting her to sit down that she's like nervous or, yeah. But she used to, it was the 90s when we were in middle school. She wore overalls a lot.
That was a big thing
big
for
thing.
girls
It was
in
a
the
big
90s,
thing.
especially girls. I mean, I know boys who wore them too, but like, I feel like there was man, when I was in middle school, so many girls they just wore those denim overalls. I know what you're talking about.
Yep.
And it's like sometimes they wear one strap, sometimes, most of the times they wear one strap. And then,
It's fucking hot.
well, I mean,
it was hot on her because I fell for her in that time. Like I remember overall, like I can remember like all the outfits and shit that she wore in middle school. Like,
but you're married, so you're legally like
it's fine.
obliged to. I mean, you have to. Like, I get it.
So like I remember in 8th grade. Like I tell her about this. Like I remember her standing in front of the window, like looking out to the courtyard of the school. Denim overalls, like a tight-fitting cream color shirt underneath it.
Well, that's
And, like the sun coming down, and I was like, it was just fucking like, oh my god.
That's the uniform. You just described the
like
uniform.
a white ribbon, yeah.
Yeah,
in
you
her hair and a
you just
ponytail.
described the middle
Mhm.
school girl uniform in
Yep.
the 90s.
So just like, I want to get her a pair of overalls that I can have sex with her in. But like they don't
Wait.
sell fuck overalls.
Wait, when were you thinking this? In middle school or like current year?
Like current year.
now,
I was
okay.
like, I need to capitalize on those fantasies and get her some fuck overalls.
Sweetheart, could you dress up as a middle schooler?
Like you now, but the overalls.
If I get you a Space Jam, like a giant Space Jam t-shirt, will you wear it to bed for me, please?
And so I was like, I remember looking like, do they have like overalls with like?
Do they have
like,
sex
where
overalls?
you could open? Yeah, I was like, do you have?
Tearaway.
Is there such a thing?
You're looking for tearaway overalls.
I
is what
remember
you're
I
looking
found
for.
like a Kickstarter for them, but that was it. Like or somebody like overall with an open like it was a whole, but it was like 4 years ago. I was like, well, fuck,
was
I
it
missed that
successfully
boat.
funded?
Nope.
Or no? No, not enough people.
So I was like, well, okay, I'll have to let that one go until I think it was like I saw something on Reddit that led me down the path to find H&M has these like bib overall dresses.
You really went down. You really took a journey.
Yeah. And like I check all the time. They're sold out constantly. Every size, every variety of these bib overall dresses.
H&M?
I was like, it's got- Yep.
Isn't H&M like, don't they sell like vitamins and shit?
No,
What is H&M?
It's a clothing store.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't been in a mall in a very long
It's
time.
a vitamin store that also sells bib overall
That's
dresses.
what I was confused. What's the store that sold all the vitamins and shit?
Vitamin World,
Well, I mean, other than that,
GNC.
G&C.
Yeah.
That's what I'm mixing up. So tell me about H&M and these bib overalls.
Because once I found it, I was like, oh shit, these are overalls I can fuck her in.
Right. Oh yeah.
It's a bib overall on top, business on bottom. Like this is perfect. But
Oh, I see.
so I'm trying to find.
Oh, that's 90s mom look. Denim?
I was going to get her the black one. So if she wanted to wear it, she could.
Right.
But they do have denim ones.
Okay. Because I remember those from the 90s too. I remember moms wearing those where they had like the overall top and then like the really like Mennonite looking like
These
skirt
are like
thing.
these come to like above the knee. It's a short skirt.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. All right.
So I thought it looked like this looks cute.
Yeah.
And I could fuck her in it. Like I want to get her these. So I've been checking all the time. They're constantly sold out.
Have you looked on eBay?
Yes, I looked on eBay and I found like one that was like a weird pattern. It's like, not the thing I'm looking for.
Amazon, Overstock.com,
I haven't tried Overstock.com.
Facebook Marketplace.
Non-spooged on bib overall dress.
Reddit, the subreddit, definitely not cummed on clothes. We promise.
Because I look all the time, and then the other day I was looking and I was clicking through, and it's like, oh shit, I found one. I was like, oh fucking finally!
On the
like,
H&M
it was
site.
like the black one, the button up on the H&M site. I was like, oh shit!
Right next to the fish oil.
and
the vitamin
creatine.
C, yeah.
And like, but I thought when I clicked on it, like I don't know anything about women's clothing, period. So I'm looking through it, and I thought the sizes looked a little weird. Because I thought sizes were individual numbers, and these were like clumped in groups.
What were the groups?
So like I got her like the
juniors.
I got her like the size 3 to 6, and I was like, that's strange, but
Like a dress size or something.
Yeah, that's the dress size.
Okay.
So I ordered it for her, and I shipped it in. I got it shipped in, and she was with me like in the car when I pulled it out of the mailbox.
You bought 6 of them.
And I was like, oh shit! I was like, awesome. I was like, here you go. I got you a present. And she's like, oh, sweet. And she's like, what is it? It was like this outfit that I wanted to get you that I thought would look good, and I could fuck you in it. And she's like, even better. All right. So she opens it up.
I don't understand why. Now I understand why she didn't want to be on it. To tell the story.
She opened up the package,
Yeah.
and immediately burst. Well, I've got a drow fantasy. I want to fuck you while you're draped in spiders.
Well, I just like to think they had like a horrible mix-up at the H&M warehouse where it's a guy looking at a clipboard.
Bib overall dresses, vitamins, and spiders.
So we specialize in these 3 things. When the warehouse picker's going through, the overlord to the speaker is just piping his manifesto about these are the 3 tenets of H&M: spiders, vitamins, bib overall dresses.
What will survive the apocalypse? She opens it and just bursts into like tears rolling down her face, laughter. I'm like, well, shit. Do you not like it? She's like, oh no, this is very cute, and I would wear this. And she pulls it out if it weren't for a 3 to 6 month year old. Like it was the tiniest fucking dress I've ever seen. Like Kenna can't even wear it. It's so small. And she just fucking laughed.
How about Bella?
It might be Bella.
Your small dog.
Of course, she runs in and she's like, hey, Brandy Jr., look at this. And of course, she starts laughing. And she goes and shows the other girls. And then the other day, she tells Ashley, and Ashley starts laughing. Like, I don't know sizes. I tried.
You could add a real bitter sting to that. If you want to put an end to her telling people, what you need to do is follow her around, and every time she says, be like, I was trying to find something I could fuck her in. I bet that shit would stop real fast.
It's fine if she tells people, but that is also funny.
So, I mean, are you done? Did you give up, or
I still keep checking.
Google alert, dog. Set that shit up.
Yeah, okay, that's true. Yeah.
Get that in your inbox.
Yeah.
Or unless you enjoy.
And there's
the
not really
hunt.
an H&M that's very close either.
Maybe that's why I still don't know what they are. I think
there's one in Clarksville, and I know there's one in Nashville.
Is this like a Rural King or something, or is this like a well-known like Abercrombie Fitch?
I feel like it's like
thing?
a mid-grade, like fashionable, affordable. You know.
Right. It's like an Old Navy then.
I guess sort of like Old Navy.
Old Navy's pretty affordable.
Yeah,
like that's where I get my clothes.
It's a little more expensive. Like I wouldn't buy like a whole bunch of stuff there. Just every now and then if I like something.
Yeah.
So it's like a little more expensive than Old Navy, but
Old Navy has like, this is not an exaggeration. Before one Dragon Con a couple years back, I bought a couple pair of jeans from Old Navy for $12 a piece. And they felt like $12 jeans. I mean, it was like, I guess this is made out of fabric, and not. It kind of feels like it's made out of heavy construction paper.
Is this made out of spiders and vitamins just mushed up into a pant paste?
Are they trying to get in on this H&M market of spiders, clothes, and vitamins?
That's all I got.
Okay, well, man, I can probably pivot off of that. I was trying to think of all kinds of bike things since we were talking about Excitebike today. Hi, I'm Dave, by the way. I wear glasses, and one thing I always wanted to do as a kid, I dreamed about, hoped for, longed for, was I wanted to pop a wheelie. I never could do it. Never.
Me either.
Not even once.
Yep.
And I think it's a combination. Like as an adult looking back, I think it was a combination of fear. I think fear was like the big part because I was always worried that I was going to fall backwards. You know, It's kind of like when everyone's asleep at home and I want to eat a big bag of chips, or actually a tiny bag of chips is even worse. And it's like, I want to open this bag of chips as quietly as possible. And it's like, in order to open it quietly, I feel like I need to apply just the perfect amount of strength to open the bag. Because I don't want to open it too fast. I don't want to make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
So it's one of those situations where like, when every time I try to pop a wheelie as a kid, I'm trying to like walk this tightrope of pulling back but not falling off the back of the bike. That was my biggest fear, is falling off the back of the bike.
I absolutely never even come close as a kid.
That makes me feel better. I kind of figured you were like a wheelie kid.
No.
That's what I had in my mind.
No.
Wheels is what they call it.
Fat kid on a bike? No. you don't see a fat kid just like doing bike tricks.
Well, now I'm gonna go on YouTube. I'm gonna see what I can find. I'm gonna prove you wrong.
I would just roll over ramps. So
I'm gonna look right now. Fat kid bike tricks. I have like 35 hits. Look at that. One of them's wearing bib overalls.
Some fat kid in an infant's bib overall dress just falling over on his bike.
Yeah, he's pieced together a whole bunch of infant dresses. He looks like some kind of creature from the Dark Crystal. That's all I got. Nothing really interesting happened this week. I haven't ridden a bike in a really long time.
Yeah.
I remember learning to ride a bike. I remember where I was. It was at one of the elementary school parking lots near here, actually, within driving distance of.
I think I was
here.
at this house when I learned.
Yeah?
Yeah.
At TADPOG Studio 5 or 6 or something.
Yeah.
What do we call this? The Blanket Fort.
Blanket Fort. Yep.
Right outside TADPOG Blanket Fort.
Although we're about to move out of Blanket Fort into something else.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Back into right outside of Melissa's closet where we recorded for a little bit. Not to be confused with Victoria's closet.
Nope. Veronica's closet.
Oh, right. Victoria's Secret is a store in the mall next to H&M. Also haven't been in one of those in a long time.
I did the other day.
I don't
Feel weird being in there.
Yeah, I like to go
Especially when Melissa like got some bras and went to go change. I was like, I'm gonna go sit on the bench outside. I'm not gonna stand in this Victoria's Secret man by myself.
Yo, I get that. I think it changed for me because I remember when I was dating a girl in college, she like had a Victoria's Secret addiction almost, and we would go, and I loved it because it was like I get to stand there and be like, yeah, fuck her. It's like the look on my face. It's like, yep, I'm here. What are you gonna do? I'm a man in here because I have sex with that woman. But now, like as like a guy in my 30s, yeah, I don't want to be in there. Like I imagine they're all like, oh, that guy's a creep, and I'm thinking, yeah, I'm a creep.
Yeah, I'm a creep.
I mean, that's they got me. They pegged me. They got me figured out. I'm not proud anymore. I'm just old and pathetic.
Just have my pervert cast where I talk about my dick.
Yeah. Oh, hey, have you heard my pervert cast?
Perv cast.
Reading the name tag real close. Tiffany. That's not even a name anymore.
No.
I can't tell. I don't know a person named Tiffany.
Tiffany Trump.
Well, I don't know her.
She's the forgotten Trump. So.
I don't know personally
That's
anyone
true.
named Tiffany.
Do I even personally know a Tiffany? I don't think I do either. That's strange.
The name is gone. It's just
It's 80s-tastic.
If you're named Tiffany, they sent you a letter. The government sent you a letter and said, "Would you consider changing your name?"
That's why you haven't seen Tiffany Amber Thiessen in a long time.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
What is the last thing she's been on? Excitebike the movie?
The last thing I
original?
saw her in was the Ladies Man movie.
She was in the Ladies Man movie? Really?
Yep.
How was she?
Good.
Yeah, she was good?
She was good.
Did she reprise her role of Kelly Kapowski?
That would have also been more entertaining.
That would have been great. I like the world we live in where like they wanted to do that for the Ladies Man movie but couldn't afford the licensing. We're a very low budget
You
film.
can have Amber Thiessen playing a new character, but no.
Who the hell owns the rights to Saved by the Bell? I wonder. It has to be like fucking Ted Turner or something.
Yeah, I mean, whoever, Aaron Spelling's wife, maybe?
There you go. That's probably Ted
Maybe.
Turner. I said that.
Ted Turner, yeah. You're right. Sorry, you did say that.
Is Ted Turner dead? I don't know anything about Ted
I
Turner.
don't think he is.
Other than
I know his Will Forte doing his impression of him on Conan, where he rides it on a buffalo.
oh my god, I haven't seen that.
That's pretty good.
All right, I have to look that up. Was he the one in that Buffalo Rider movie? Was that Ted Turner? Have you heard of the Buffalo Rider
I have
movie?
not.
Well, you got to check out the Buffalo Rider movie.
Okay. Roger Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Buffalo Rider.
Actually, I'd bump it up
Bump
over
it up?
Indiana Jones.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to
All
see
right.
this.
It's culturally relevant. Watch it.
Yeah, it's from probably the early 70s, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah. It's about from what I understand, I have not seen all. We could watch it all together. I've seen clips. It's about a guy who rides around on a buffalo.
You hooked me.
Yeah,
hooked
then he
me.
gets in forest shenanigans.
Man, you really got me.
Prairie adventures. Yeah,
you
it's
lost
cool.
me a little bit. Of
All right,
prairie.
woodland shenanigans.
Okay, what little shenanigans you got me?
It's kind of like if you took like the B-roll of The Incredible Journey.
Oh,
And then added a guy on a buffalo. Hey, they didn't talk, man. They thought. They look who's talking it, I believe.
I love it. I love that.
Yeah. So there you go.
Excitebike?
Would you like to talk about Excitebike?
Sure. Dave, you hear that?
I do. It sounds like whatever noises a buffalo might make while wearing a 3 to 6 month old overall dress, which is probably just like nailed it.
The Native Americans used every part of me.
And just like them, I will use every part of this dress. Yeah, of course I hear that, which ushers in a segment that we like to call Dave Reads from Wikipedia. Excitebike, or as it's known in Japan, Excitebike, is a motocross racing video game franchise made by Nintendo. Have you ever heard of those guys? Nintendo? They make like playing cards, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you probably know. You probably know them from their playing cards.
I love those playing cards. Yeah.
Right. It debuted as a game for the Famicom in Japan in 1984, and as a launch title here in the States for the NES in 1985. I was 4 years old when this game came out. So I want, as we discuss Excitebike, I just want to reiterate 1984. Is when this game was made. 1984.
It's as old as I am.
That's old. That's an old game.
Yep.
So
And I've said it. I'm an old guy.
yeah.
This game is as old as I am, so therefore it is an old game.
Well, you were actually built in a lab right next to Excitebike.
Yeah.
In Nintendo's SRD.
Yeah, nothing crossed over though.
Well, we'll get into that.
Well, I guess I also overheat.
There we go.
often.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I've had to pull you off the side of the road many times from just hammering that A button. I'm sorry, B button. I'm a frog.
Oh God,
I'm a frog.
I'm done.
God.
Table flip.
Yeah, I know. My inaccuracies are infuriating everybody. Okay, so anyway, this is the first game in the Excite series, succeeded by its direct sequel, Excitebike 64, which I would like to note was not on Dorkley's top 25 Nintendo 64 games, so we never played
not.
it. I hear it's not great.
It is on my notes. So.
Although I have read some fanfic for Excitebike 64, so that exists. It is its spiritual successors, Excite Truck. Also didn't play that because that looked horrible.
Oh yeah.
And Excite Bots, Trick Racing. Never even heard of that one.
Nope, that sounds made up. That
That
sounds
one-
like
I
a
know.
game for the Otaku Game Sphere in South Park.
It totally does. And the WiiWare title, Excitebike, World Rally. So there's a whole series of Excite games that, you know what, I never really gave a shit about, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's like, I remember when Excite Truck came out, and I was like, oh man, the Excite series. And I remember seeing it and being like, never mind.
Never mind.
I don't know why they did trucks, man. I feel like the motocross aspect of the game
That's
is like
the thing, yeah.
a big part of it, a
Yeah.
huge part of it. I guess kids just like trucks better.
Yeah. What sells? No, kids don't like. We don't want to encourage them to do a dangerous thing like motocross.
Right.
They love playing with trucks.
Do you think this is crazy? But like, do you think it's because like it's true? Like, because I wasn't around in the 70s. Obviously, you were.
Yeah.
That like Evel Knievel and like stuff like that was really big like in the 70s, right? Maybe early 80s. Do you think that had something to do with Excitebike?
I mean, I remember Super Dave Osborne.
Yeah, I remember.
Cartoon.
I remember that cartoon.
That's as close as I got.
And I don't know honestly, I don't know much about Super Dave, but I remember this. I remember watching the cartoon as a kid and like my parents having conversations about Super Dave, like while I was watching it. So like, I never really I was never able to bridge the gap, but I was like, oh, my parents know who this guy is. What's the deal with that?
Hearing his voice on Curb was surreal to me. This is the first time I'd heard it since I was a kid.
Which season of Curb is he on?
He's on all of them. Like
really?
He's a reoccurring character. The guy who does the voice is a reoccurring character.
Really?
All the time. Yeah.
I thought the guy who did the voice is Super Dave not a real person?
I don't know.
I thought he was like a real. We gotta get to the bottom of this.
I don't have no clue.
I thought he was a real person. I thought he was like a real like stunt person.
He might.
I don't know. A real stunt Dave. a true blue American stunt Dave.
But can I say something to completely derail us?
I mean, yeah.
I did something this week I very, very rarely do. I went back to the game we previously played and played a shit ton of Castlevania 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I just
wanted to?
I just wanted to. I never like want to go back. Once I'm done, I'm like, all right, moving on.
I'm assuming you beat it.
No.
Nope. I thought that's why, because I was like, oh, Tyler's bringing this up. He must have beat the fuck out of this game.
Yeah, I kept losing to the 3 coffins.
That's a tough fight, man. Yeah. That's like the pivotal point. The pivotal? What does that mean? Pivotable.
Pivot.
Yeah. It's the point where you pivot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Fooled man can't be fooled again. It is straight up. Like, that fight is where the game gets, like, super hard. I feel like up until that point, it's like, yeah, this is like,
not that bad.
This is not bad. This is like kind of tough.
Just right.
Yeah, exactly. It is. It's just right.
All right. Now back to Excitebike. Did you play this a lot as a kid?
Never. I never played it as a kid. This is the game that like all of my friends owned and like all of like the neighbor kids owned, but I never owned this game. And I never wanted to play it because I would rather have played like Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Because Super Mario Brothers is like fantastical and whimsical and fun. Excitebike always kind of, I don't know, man. It didn't really light up any of the pleasure sensors in my brain.
Mm-hmm. Which I get.
Did you?
I did. My friend Matt had this. So we would play Final Fantasy for a long time.
Typical Matt. Classic Matt.
Played Final Fantasy. We'd play some Mario, but then he had this for some reason. So we would like...
Was it his dad's?
We'd play this. I don't know why they bought it for him. He lived with his grandparents, so I didn't...
Was it his granddad's?
His granddad hated the Nintendo.
Oh,
hated it.
But he loved motocross.
He loved motocross. So he was like, "All right, continue."
He actually invented motocross. Matt's grandpa, inventor of motocross.
If you look it up on Wikipedia, you'll find.
Oh yeah, just search for it.
But his grandmother, on the other hand,
founder of H&M,
fucking loved Final Fantasy. She's the only person like
his grandmother
for
did?
The longest time that I knew straight up. Didn't have the internet, like beat Final Fantasy 1 completely on her own. Sans guide.
No, she didn't have like the Nintendo Power Guide or anything like that?
She had the instruction booklet, which is pretty dense.
Sizable, yeah. It's like 83 pages or something like that.
It helps you get through a lot.
We'll be talking about Final Fantasy here in a minute.
But yeah, I mean, it was impressive because
that is impressive.
I've still never done it. I hope to do it for the show, but I've never beaten it straight up.
I am working on it. I've never beaten it either, but I'm working on it. I'm gonna be ready.
I've gotten to the very end, the boss gauntlet at the end.
Oh, and you're fucking golden.
Yeah, and
you're golden.
I could never get past like the second or third boss.
That's where you are in your current playthrough?
No.
Oh, okay.
Back in the day.
That makes me feel way better because like I haven't even lit up that first first crystal.
Nope.
Like I've got to fight vampires when I'm fighting next.
Yeah, me too.
So hey, there we go.
At the same place.
Not the same. I'm streaming that on Twitch. If you want to check it out, twitch.tv/TADPOG_podcast. I've also streamed Excitebike on there. I'd like to say it's exciting.
You could try. There's not a much like this Excitebike. Okay, I don't think it's a bad game. I don't
think it's bad either.
Especially, I think for its time, because what we did back in the day with it is we'd play it for just a change of pace, and we'd make tracks, fucking awful, horrible tracks that we'd hand off to each other to play. And I feel like it's sort of groundbreaking ahead of its time because of its track editor.
Yeah, I know a lot of people I talk to, that is the big thing that they remember is a track editor. I was underwhelmed by it.
Yeah.
But to be fair, it is, like 33 years later. So, I mean, it's one of
But in
those.
1984, how blown away would you have
Exactly.
been?
No, I would have been super blown away. So it's tough for me to it's tough for me to not look at this game from like a cool, logical point of view. You know what I mean? Because it's like I look at it and it's like, well, this is cool that you can make your own track and race on it, but you can't save it.
Yeah, that's what really sucks.
So, I mean, okay, so I guess you just build a track and then you hand the controller over to the guy next to you and be like, here you go.
Yeah, try it.
You saw me design it. Do you think you got it figured out?
Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Right.
Go in the other room. I'll tell you when I'm done.
So I think that's the biggest downfall of the course editor.
Yeah.
But I do think it's cool. It is a cool feature. Like, I would have eaten that up as a kid because that's like, I mean, endless entertainment for a 6-7-year-old.
Yeah. It's hard for me to think of this as a launch title because like NES launch titles seem like a
Bigger?
weird concept for me. Like I just think of when I think of like, oh, what's on the NES? Mario, Duck Hunt, Track and Field. And then at some point there were Mario 2 and 3 and then the Super Nintendo came out. So like like a bundle of games coming out with the NES was just such a weird concept for me to think about. Making these notes because I'd never thought about NES launch titles before.
It's because we were so young when it came out.
Yeah.
I mean,
it just had the games it came with and then later there were more.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Well, the NES to us is like how the internet is for Linksters.
Linksters, yeah.
Bringing it back, baby.
Yeah.
That's a callback. I couldn't sit here and name you all of the launch titles for the NES.
Yeah, I have no idea what they are. So we need to look up Super Dave Osborne and NES
launch titles. We're very good retro game podcasters, by the way.
Yeah,
I just want to go ahead and point that out to everybody listening.
You know why you're here. Don't. It's been almost 500 episodes. Like you know.
Welcome, new listeners.
We say it in the intro. We're not like journalists or whatever. We just comment. It's fine.
We're just guys. We're literally just guys.
We're just guys
next to a crib recording a show.
Drinking my Sprite Cranberry Zero. I love that it's this time of the year because I fucking love Sprite Cranberry Zero.
Sprite's good. Sprite Zero is good. Yeah, Nikki. I got kind of hooked on Sprite Zero for a little bit when Nikki was in the hospital because she couldn't have caffeine and stuff. So that was straight up like, oh, it's good.
Like, I feel like this would mix well with something to be an adult beverage.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Beer.
But I'm not gonna try it.
You can make
I'm not gonna drink it because people will worry about me.
Oh, that is true. You can make it like a real shandy.
Okay.
And use Sprite instead of lemonade.
Works for me. Let's see. The mechanic, track editor is fun. Like I've never been a big racing guy.
What?
Yeah, surprisingly.
What? No, I don't understand.
But
wait, back up.
Yeah, I'm not into racing games. Besides the F-Zero. So, but what always drove me crazy as a kid, fucking crazy, is the overheating mechanic.
Yeah.
I fucking hated it then, and I fucking hate it now. Although now I don't abuse it as much. It's easier now as an adult for me to realize, just let back a little bit. Just let off a little bit.
Take my thumb off the B button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop winning for a little bit.
Yeah, right. Well, and winning's actually an interesting concept too in this game. Here's another con that I have for it. Here's another thing I did not like about the game. You're always racing against the clock. You're always racing against a set time.
Yeah.
You're not racing against other people. You're not racing against AI. You're always racing against the clock. There's two game modes. Game mode A, where it's just you by yourself on a track. And there's game mode B, where you are on a track with other cyclists.
Much harder.
It is much harder because they're moving obstacles. And that's like essentially their only role. Their place doesn't mean a damn thing. And that really bummed me out because I was excited because like game mode A it's got its challenges, but it's like pretty boring.
Yeah.
Honestly. It's like within 15 minutes
Let's play, don't wreck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because that is what you're trying to do. You're just trying not to wreck on all the ramps and obstacles and trying to not overheat your bike. Like those are the two things you have to worry about. So in game mode B, I was excited when I saw there were other racers because it's like, fuck, yes, we're going to get into this. We're going to get into this. It's going to be great. And then I start and I'm like, well, wait a minute. It doesn't tell me what place I'm in. And then I look down and it's like, I look down the bottom left-hand side of the screen and it's like, oh, it's giving me a time to beat. Oh, this is just game mode A, but with other racers.
Turn up the difficulty.
So that was kind of a bummer. I wish this game would have had either a 2-player mode.
That would have been interesting, yeah.
Which they did in '88 for the Famicom disk system versus Excitebike, which I really want to play. I have not played, but doing research for this episode, I found this. And it's actually available, I think, for the Wii U Virtual Console. So I may pick it up, but it is straight up, it's Excitebike DX, essentially. And they do have a 2-player mode where it is top-bottom, split screen, and you can race another player. And I think that is like, that would have made the difference for me on this game. Because it is not like, this is a single player racing game.
Yeah.
I mean, it just is. This is a single player racing game. And like, single player racing games are kind of in the same category as single player brawlers. It's like, well, it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, it'd be a lot
like
more
there's
fun.
something missing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I can see it would be fun to like try and like wreck each other and shit like that.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
No, or knock other opponents into the guy you're racing in this way. Like it would, I can see where that would be a lot more fun.
But again, I had to remind myself, launch title 1984. I don't know it was possible at the time.
Yeah.
And I mean, 4 or 5 years later, when Versus came out, I mean that's a lot of time to kind of refine the programming and stuff like that. This was designed by Miyamoto, which I think is interesting. Which, honestly, I'll be honest, like I don't think it really showed through. Usually, and maybe it's because
quirky.
It's really not. And it's like one of those things where I kind of feel like I've played enough games to like kind of get a feel of Miyamoto and like his style and like when he is involved in a project. But like this one, when I read it on Wikipedia that he was the designer, it blew my mind because it was
probably
like,
he just like, we need to round out the experience for the NES. Make a racing game.
Maybe. And I mean, it could be. I mean, it's a solid game. I honestly do think that the mechanics are so simple that it makes it more fun to play than a lot of like simulation racing games. Yeah. This is an arcade racing game. You are essentially a red racer. You're a dude on a you're dressed in red, or a lady. I mean, who knows?
We don't know.
You could be either.
Yeah.
I don't want to assume red racer's gender, but red racer rides a bike. Ramping off of obstacles. There is no brake button, which I think is great. I think that's a wonderful design decision. There's fast, which is the A button, and then there's super fast, which is the B button. And the more often you use super fast, the faster your bike will overheat. You go off ramps,
But you can run over arrows to decrease your engine temperature.
Yeah, and that's super important when you want to hammer down on that B button, which you always want to do because you always want to be fast. And you can do tricks like when you go off a ramp, let go of all your acceleration and your engine will start to cool down, and then hammer it when you land, stuff like that. But it's kind of one of those things where the hardest part of the game is landing the damn bike. Because your bike has to be parallel to whatever you're landing on. So if you're landing on a flat track, you got to make sure your bike is pitched just flat and ready to land. If you're trying to land on like a ramp, you have to pitch your bike up in order to not fucking eat shit. And you do that with the right and left buttons. The right and left D-pad buttons.
So there's technique to it.
Yeah, there totally is. And I do think that this game is like the epitome or epitome, as it is in TADPOG vernacular. The epitome of easy to play, easy to pick up, and difficult to master.
Yeah. I think you aptly described it saying it's solid. I think it is solid.
I don't love it.
Yep, neither do I.
And I don't hate it.
Yep.
It's not a game that I would like. I wouldn't look at it in shame if I owned it. I wouldn't hide it. I hide some games where it's like, you know what? I kind of like this game enough not to sell it, but I'm just going to hide it. But I'm not going to display this one proudly. But I mean, Excitebike is kind of one of those where it's like, well, there it is.
Yeah, do you like that? Because some people be like, oh my God, Excitebike. Yeah, that's Excitebike.
Man, it's weird. I felt like everyone has this enormous amount of love for Excitebike. And I'll be honest, when I was streaming this and I was asking people who were chatting and popping in and out, I would ask, hey, what do you think about Excitebike? And almost everybody was like, it's fun for like 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the people who really liked it would talk about the design mode where you design your own course. And I get that. I mean, that's cool. My favorite thing to do on it was because the way it works is you build that course essentially as you're riding your motorcycle next to the course. Each obstacle is assigned a letter. It's like A through S or something, or it's not the full alphabet.
Yeah.
So my favorite thing to do was design courses out of swear words. Like ass and asshole and things like that, just to see what kind of course I'd make. Ass is tough, man, because it is a very easy ramp at the beginning, and then those motherfucking high dive obstacles. Do you know the ones I'm talking about? Two of them right in a row. That's ass.
Yeah, you don't want my ass should ass.
Ass to ass.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's just ass and then ass on a course again. That's the ass. That's the requiem for a dream course.
So I guess we have an achievement: ass to ass.
Ass to ass. Yeah, definitely. There's another way to unlock that, and it's to play it with Jennifer Connelly. Your pick. But
I guess you can unlock it.
You do have to have a big old dildo in your butt, though, when you do it.
Yeah, not her. You. You have to.
It's you. She's already. Well, she hasn't done it.
She's being nice enough to set by you. The dildo's in your ass.
Right. That's your favorite.
She's doing you a favor.
Yeah, totally. She is. And it's really got to be up in there.
It's big and it is up there.
So, I mean, I'm not telling you what to do, but you might as well just build the course.
Yeah, it's signed by Lexington Steel. His whole name is written on it.
He's actually inside it. It's his house.
This is like Inner Space, but it's like Lexington Steel dildo that's just up there.
I like this porno remake of Inner Space. That has to exist already.
And you can't let Jennifer Connelly know it's up there.
Ooh, it's a challenge.
Yeah, she comes over, but you have to act like nothing's up there.
That is a real achievement. Because there are multiple.
She'll be grossed out if she knows that you have a foot-long dildo in your hand.
Oh, yeah. Well, there are multiple things at play here.
It's
That's
more
what
of
I
a game of don't gross out Jennifer Connelly.
Oh, I would fail immediately. I think just like, I don't know her, like, obviously, but I feel like if she knew I existed, she would just kind of just feel a little grossed out.
What is that, a young Republican? No, thank you.
No, I'm not.
I see your Republicans issue Old Navy pants.
Yeah, I see your $12 construction paper pants, motherfucker. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Why don't you stop buying guns and buy some pants?
Yeah, right. I was doing fine until Obama took my pants away.
I think the theme song, while I don't think is great, but it really gets in your head. Yeah, it is definitely an earworm.
Which is great because there's only 2 fucking songs in this game, which is really I mark that solidly in the con department. If there is more than 2 songs in this game, please someone tell me, because I think it is just that title screen, which plays once. And then there is the music where you win at the end of a track.
Well, unless you count.
Oh, that would be the sound of overheating. I mean, that's the sweet, sweet music of overheating motorcycle. Which the overheat sound has got to be. This list has to exist. But if it doesn't, Tyler, you and I need to write it. It needs to be the first TADPOG blog post ever. If you don't count the 428 episodes that we've done.
And I don't.
No, we shouldn't. We're not writers. We're barely podcasters.
Yeah, I sent an article in once, got no traction, so I didn't do it again.
Wait, what? You sent an article in?
Into you told me about it years ago, like Gaming Quarterly or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
I wrote an article and sent it into them.
I didn't know that you had done that.
Yeah, I heard nothing back. So I was
really?
like,
Yeah, that sucks.
Probably not my thing.
But you did the what was it? The gastro.
Oh, the Gastromancers Guild.
Yeah, the Gastromancers Guild.
Silk Street
Post. You did that for a while, and I thought those were good. I enjoyed those.
Thank you.
But okay, so anyway, what we need to do is, Tyler, top 10 lists are real hot. You know that. It's a real hot commodity with these teens. So we need to cash in, and we need to do a
fuck you, Watch Mojo. Get the fuck over.
We need to cash in on this and do top 10 worst sounds in Nintendo games.
That's good.
Excitebike is on there. The Excitebike overheating is on there. Baby Mario from Yoshi's Island is on there. And then I got nothing after that. Maybe
we'll think on it.
Zelda, Link at Half Heart and the original
yes,
where it's just like, please, God, let me find something. Or let me die.
Let me die or
I would
something
rather
else.
die than
Good.
listen to this for another 2 fucking minutes.
I'm going to write this down.
All right. Well, we're almost a third of the way through our top 10 list. Well, I tell you what, if you have any ideas, listeners, for most hated sound effects in a Nintendo Entertainment System game, it has to be NES. Post it in the comments under on Facebook under this episode announcement, and I'm curious what you think. Oh shit! Well, then it doesn't have to be NES because Baby Mario is Super NES. So just Nintendo
properties,
just Nintendo, yeah, just first party Nintendo. Because if we get rid of Baby Mario, we can't get rid of Baby Mario.
Can't.
That's like one of the most hated sounds in video gaming history.
I mean, it's biological,
right?
To get on your nerves.
Yeah, I'm not shitting on the game that you love. I'm just saying, like that is.
Well, I mean, no, yeah, no. Plenty of people don't like it as much as I do. I've accepted this.
It's a good game. Yeah, Yoshi's Island's a good game. I think a lot of people do.
Just
like
the one for Super Nintendo. I don't feel like any of the others touch the one for Super Nintendo.
I've heard that. Also from people who love Yoshi's Island, the original flavor. Did you know? I learned this the other day. Yoshi's Island in Japan was not marketed as Super Mario World 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was pretty much just its own thing.
Property, as it should be.
I agree. That was my big complaint. If you go back and listen to the Yoshi's Island episode, you'll probably hear me say, what the fuck? Like, even like, I remember when it came out and I was like, this is not fucking Super Mario World. I feel like I have been misled and therefore hate this product. Just like a Republican.
Yeah, in absolute. What, anything else on Excitebike?
Yeah, I mean, I get a couple things. It kind of made me want to play Motor Racer 2 again. Your favorite game that we've talked about on this show.
Yeah. Man, I'd completely 100% forgotten about that.
I can't because I love Motor Racer 2. Motor Racer 2, if you haven't played it, pick it up on Good Old Games. It's fucking great.
Yep.
Unless you really don't like racing stuff, in which case, I don't know. I still think you might like it. I wish what this game needs, and as far as I know, they did not add this in Versus. They added music when you're racing in Versus. Okay. That's another, like, Versus, like, seems so much fucking better than regular Excitebike. But what they needed to add is, at the end of a race, they need to tell you how many fucking bones you broke. And there needs to be like a bone broke-ometer at the end where it's just like a silhouette of Red Racer, and it's just like smashed up bones. Like, because it's like, you wreck like 5 times, and when you wreck on the course, it is like catastrophic every time. Like, it's not like, oh, a little tip, oh, I fell over. Like, it is like quap style.
Head over wheel.
Yeah, I mean, just blah, 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 blah. In this game, it is literally possible to quap up a ramp. I don't know how it works. But if you eat shit right at the base of a ramp, you will tumble over the ramp, down the ramp, get to the bottom, and then once you're at the bottom, Red Racer has to run back to the bike.
Well, it's Excitebike, emphasis on the X, because they're all in Weapon X.
Oh, they're all Weapon X. Oh, I see. They all have the healing factor.
Yeah, healing factor and adamantium bones.
Man, you tie Weapon X into Excitebike, and all of a sudden I'm interested.
So yeah, it's your Wolverine, Sabretooth, Omega Red, and Deadpool. It's that's the 4 racers.
All right, I'm down.
There you go.
100%. The Red Racer's Deadpool because he's red.
Yeah,
it has to be. So I think that's also a classic snapshot for me of Excitebike. I didn't play it much as a kid, but like I said, I knew a lot of people who did, and I would watch them play, and that was always my takeaway, was like, oh, he would be dead. Yeah. Like, for sure, Red Racer would be like super so dead. Because he is literally like spun on the wrong axis 7 times. At some point, the bones are they're gonna break. I also love that one of the obstacles in the game. There are many obstacles, ranging from small little speed bumps, ranging from puddles of mud, and other bands you may have heard of from the early 2000s.
You know, there's Drowning Pool and Puddle of Mud. And
I forgot about Drowning Pool. That guy did drown, right?
I think the lead singer of Puddle of Mud drowned.
Oh, okay.
I think it might have been Drowning Pool.
That's my takeaway, but that was a long time ago.
It was
and
a
those,
long time ago.
Those were bands that I did not listen to also. So it was just kind of one of those like,
Too busy listening to Creed, listen to anything else.
oh God, I hated fucking Creed so much. There's only like, well, you know what? I like a lot of Creeds, just not that band. Because I was going to say the only Creed I like is from The Office.
Yep.
Creed is great on The
Apollo
Office.
Creed.
Apollo Creed. Creedence Clearwater Revival, also very good. Just don't like the band Creed. How the fuck did we get there? I don't know. Oh, the Puddles
Josh
of Mud.
Edwards probably likes the Nicene Creed. That's some
The what?
That's some religious shit for you.
Oh. He probably, I don't know. I'll ask
It's something you have to say in church every day if you're Episcopalian.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, yeah. If he's a good Episcopalian boy, then yeah, he probably does like that thing, I would assume. The obstacles range from these puddles of mud and other lead singers, I don't know, other bands where they've lost members, and to this gigantic mountain.
Which I'm just like, then your teeth fall out like corn with a K.
Wait, what is that about?
I don't know, when you wreck.
Oh,
I'm just trying to think of how to include 90s bands.
Wait, why would teeth fall out with corn? Did something happen?
They fall out like you're spitting out corn.
Oh my God.
It's a real big reach.
That's a really, really, really big stretch.
You never spit out corn before.
Yeah, no, actually I do every time I eat. Like I like to freak out Henry. I'm like, oh my teeth are coming out.
My yellow gross teeth. My buttery salted teeth.
Don't eat this food, son.
Don't eat daddy's teeth.
Well, they're not real teeth. They don't talk.
Yeah, you're right. It always helps to apply Kinnam's Occam razor to any situation.
I love it. So they range from these little puddles of mud and corn, I guess, to these giant mountains. Like there's one obstacle that is a huge mountain that essentially takes up the damn screen, which we can all agree is the aggro crag. Like right, 100%.
Yeah.
The reason I say that is because I called it the aggro crag, and then like 20 minutes later, Taryn of Virginity Thief fame, we're not supposed to call her that anymore. I just couldn't remember.
Again?
Yeah. I couldn't remember the Fred's reference, because shame on me. Princess
Consuela Banana Hammock.
Thank you very much. She popped in and she was like, the aggro crag. I was like, all right, this is a thing. If two people within 20-minute spans, like, it's the aggro crag. That's what it is. That's just a rule.
We'll call her Taryn of professionally employed fame.
Yes.
So
yes. Well, and we take anyone who's employed, we take their opinion like way higher than someone who's not.
Oh, yeah.
Like aggro crag experts are exclusively employed.
Experts.
Experts. So I just wanted to mention the aggro crag. I also want to mention the people in the background. Did you notice these guys?
The two guys on the side of the track.
There's so many people, but it's just like, yeah, there are like two guys. Like, okay, in the background you see the stadium, like everyone's sitting there, and then you see the nice little wall that says Nintendo on it that separates the fans from the racers, and then you just have random people on the lawn, like between that wall and the track, and it's like some of them make sense. Like there's a photographer with a giant camera, like that makes sense. Sports Illustrated, I'm sure.
Yeah,
they're doing a thing.
That's what they do.
But then it gets weird. There's a guy standing there with a thumb up in the air.
I thought it looked like Bluto.
Like, okay, Bluto, yes, I could see it. Or Gilligan without his hat. Standing there with his thumb up. I don't know what that was about.
Photographer and Bob Denver.
Right? Oh, it's my friend Bob Denver. Hi. Thanks for standing on the grass. And then the one that I don't know what it is. I have no idea. There's a tall person and a shorter person, and it looks like they're going on a fox hunt in Britain in the 1800s. I do not know what their fucking point is. And it just looks like a father and a son. Like, well, this isn't the fox hunt.
I'm sorry, I'm just going to the fox huntery. My apologies.
They're wearing these little fucking caps and shit. I don't know.
Go.
I don't know what they're. Or maybe they are just waiting for this motocross to be done so they can get on their horses and ride. Maybe that's the thing.
There you go. It's horse racing after the motocross.
They're looking at their watches. Horse racing was also a Nintendo thing because that's like
the betting thing.
Yeah, the betting game. Oh, I'm sure we'll get to that one day. Episode 3000. We'll do a double episode of the horse racing and arm wrestling.
Perfect.
Those two things go together, right? I thought it was weird that we have Mario Run, the Nintendo mobile game, and that like I feel like an endless runner is a natural progression for Excitebike. Like out of all the Nintendo properties, I feel like Excitebike would have been a good one. Probably wouldn't have sold as well because you put Mario's face on something and it's gonna sell a lot better than a dude on a motorcycle or a lady on a motorcycle. But I do think because like Excitebike doesn't have a brake button and it's all about just going, like it makes perfect sense that it would be like an endless runner. And like you could do different taps and stuff when you go off ramps to do tricks. The tricks are limited in Excitebike. It's pretty much like, I mean, you can do flips, but you have to do them on the ground when you're crashing. Like that, like that's how you do flips. Otherwise, you're kind of limited how far you can pull the bike back and push it forward.
Yep.
That's probably it. I feel like I've griped about this game a lot. I feel like I'm coming off pretty negative about Excitebike.
Well, we've also talked about it being solid. I don't know.
Do you think it belongs on the NES Classic?
I do.
Yeah, I agree. I think, how would you rank it so far? And the reason I ask is because I would probably put Excitebike down near the bottom.
Me too, but I know that's also just my preference. But
Same here.
I probably would.
Okay.
It deserves to be on it, but I wouldn't put it super high.
Here is okay. How do you think it compares to Balloon Fight? Which would you rather play? Excitebike or Balloon Fight? Or something else that rhymes?
Probably Excitebike.
Yeah, me too, I think.
It's close, but Excitebike.
And it may depend on how many players you've got. Because if you got 2 players, it might be Balloon Fight. Yeah. But I don't know. I like that. My point is, I think this game is fine.
Yeah. It's solid. Fine. It's fine.
I like it. Okay. Yeah. But it's like I don't honestly feel the need to play it again anytime soon.
Me either.
So again, another plus in I think this would be like a good mobile venue for Nintendo.
No, I completely agree with that assessment.
Like a 5-10 minute kind of thing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do it up.
You have any achievements?
Oh boy. Yeah, I do. I got a lot. I have a lot of achievements.
Okay.
I started out with 14 of them. So I've whittled it down to a good tight
13. A tight 13.
A tight 9.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
We've got some tight 9s.
We got some tight 9s. Please explain.
No.
The
next man pog.
Yes. First achievement. This is from Ruby Bear and Paul Kluel, who says this was an achievement that he wrote called "You ever seen a baby do a fucking backflip?" And in order to unlock
that sounds like Paul.
You ever seen a baby do a fucking backflip? In order to do it, you need to do a double backflip off of any ramp in any mode. It's an impossible achievement. You cannot do it. But I guess you could quap. I don't think you can quap backwards though. You could quap forward.
Yeah.
I think the reason for the achievement is, have you seen the mock-up of Monster Energy baby food?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's essentially the name of that post. Have you ever seen a baby do a fucking backflip? And it's the Monster Energy baby food.
I saw my first live in-person Monster Energy tattoo the other day.
Oh, you'd never seen one before?
I'd never seen.
Oh, really?
I'd only seen pictures on Reddit. I'd never seen one in real life.
Boy, you need to get out of those. You need to get out of those clothing stores and hit up some of the gas stations here in town.
Oh, I was in a Burger King.
Okay, all right. Was it one like that was like right next to a gas station?
Maybe. I was in Madisonville.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, I drove out, bought new couches in Madisonville, stopped at Burger King, got something to eat, saw a monster tattoo.
Gotcha. You also, where I live, the part of town I live in, there's a lot of monster tattoos. It's a fine neighborhood. Second achievement.
You only have 2 pedophiles living at the end of the street.
You know what? I've never, Megan's List, is that the thing? I've put that in once, and it was kind of one of those where it's like, there's no pedophiles like immediately around me.
Yeah, they're not close. Like I'll see them coming.
Quarter of a mile. I mean, that's fine, right?
Yeah, they don't like to walk that far.
Yeah,
they can't get out of their houses that long.
I keep yard signs out that just say no. My second achievement, I need to share credit with Edgelord Kyle. I named it. I changed the name. He had a great name for it, but I changed it to Not Cool Enough. Are you familiar with that? Are you familiar with that reference? Not cool
Uniracers.
Enough. Uniracers, yeah. Like episode fucking 2 or 3 of TADPOG.
Episode 3.
With Josh Nance. TADPOG Sweetheart. In order to unlock Not Cool Enough, do you remember what would prompt Uniracers to tell you not cool
A
enough.
curse word.
When you put a curse word in for your name.
Yep.
So in order to unlock not cool enough, you need to create a course using only dirty words. So like asshole and felch was one that was recommended to me in Twitch chat.
Yeah.
That was a good one. and then I did felch hole because why not?
That's where you do it. So down in the old felch hole.
Have you ever felched, Tyler?
Maybe.
I'm gonna set this iPad down. Would you care to elaborate? How much time we got?
That's a Patreon. The felching. This would be a Patreon episode.
You ever scrimp, Tyler?
Maybe.
Hold on, I gotta go to Urban Dictionary real quick. I gotta make sure I'm using these words correctly.
I've got 2 achievements.
Go ahead. Throw one in, please.
My first one is ass, gas, or grass.
All right.
Or ass, gas, and grass.
Does that have something to do with the Bob Denver with his thumb up on the grass? you gotta pick his ass up.
You have to wreck 10 opponents, overheat 5 times.
Oh, nice.
And spend 3 minutes driving over grass.
Nice. I like that achievement a lot. There's a lot of thought went into that.
When I saw that first, I was like, how does that even make sense?
No, but I like how you reverse engineered that. That's really good. My next achievement is did you get that? And in order to unlock, did you get that? You need to crash in front of the photographer. Credit to Edgelord Kyle for that one. Next achievement is, I gotta quit smoking. And in order to unlock, I gotta quit smoking, you need to tap the button 50 times to hustle back to your bike. Because that is a trick where you can, when you're knocked off your bike, if you tap the A button rapidly, you will run to your bike faster.
Do your weird horse like cowboy walk. Do a weird long gait cowboy walk back to your bike.
You and another racer get inside of a horse costume. Or if you want to get all of the other racers involved, you get in your Chinese New Year dragon costume and you dance over to
Everybody
your bikes.
gets back on their bikes.
Yes,
It's a good time.
That's great. My next achievement is fuck you, I still finished. Achievement credit goes to Rob on Twitch. And in order to unlock that, you have to quap over the finish line, which is an achievement that I unlocked. There's kind of like there's a pattern to a lot of these achievements, and they are typically things that I fucked up in the game. What, you got another one?
I've got one more.
Toss it in.
Tokyo Drift. And you unlock that by saving the game or saving a track.
Yes.
Which you can only do in Tokyo in the Japanese version.
All right. I love it.
So there you go.
That's very good. I like that. Your achievements are on point, dude. I got another achievement. This is from Time Lord Josh Edwards, our good Episcopalian boy. Where what was the thing you said that?
The Nicene Creed.
The Nicene Creed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's the other band.
Yeah. There's Creed and their Christian version,
Right.
Nicene Creed.
Didn't Creed start out as a Christian band even? That's great.
Until Scott Stapp was like, yeah, I could use this to fuck girls.
Right. Well, I mean, that's Christian.
I could use this to go into bankruptcy.
Josh comes at us with where we're going. We don't need roads. In order to unlock that, you need to crash 50 times because clearly you don't need roads. You're not fucking using them. At a medium pace is an achievement given by Lord Dennis. And are you familiar with At a Medium Pace?
Yes.
It is an Adam Sandler song off of the album They're All Gonna Laugh at You.
I'd say about 4 or 5 months ago, like, I don't know, I mentioned on the show, like, I don't know, I haven't thought about that in fucking years. Then out of the blue in the car,
Now see that shampoo bottle? Stick it up my ass.
Ray Jr.'s like starts going at a medium, like, how the fuck do you know that song? How and why?
That song is.
And why do you think it's cool to just start singing it?
What was her answer?
It's like it's just funny. People at school were listening to it.
It is funny.
It's like, did they get into their parents' CDs?
Probably. I mean, I was probably about her age when I loved that song. 8th grade.
That's true.
Like straight up, like this is comedy genius. And it came up the other night because I was doing a Final Fantasy 1 grind stream. Where
I
it's
enjoyed
like,
watching you do that.
I had to do. Were you in on the song request night?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Because I wanted someone to play Manson so I could have sex with my wife.
That's right. I forgot all about that. You're 100% right. Sometimes when I do those streams, I'm not all there. Spoilers. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I don't need messages. I don't need thoughts and prayers. I'm fine. But I just want to throw that out there. Sometimes when I stream late at night, I'm not all there. So that was one of the songs that played that night was At a Medium Pace. This achievement I love. This is from Overseas Philip. This achievement is get up for your bike. In order to unlock get up, stand up for your bike, you need to pick up your bike after a crash and continue the course. You're going to unlock that within the first 30 seconds. And the last achievement I got comes from first-time caller, Nate Glines. The achievement is fuck the Illuminati. And in order to unlock fuck the Illuminati, you need to crash into one of those pyramid-looking obstacles.
Yeah.
And knock the eye off the top. Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
I have more questions for you.
Okay.
Let's
do it.
First question. Did you know that on this show, we don't give numerical ratings for the games that we talk about? It's true.
How does that make any sense?
Well, it's kind of, I feel like all games are subjective, and thus we should rate them appropriately in a subjective manner.
Yeah.
So what I'd like to know is if you were to rate this game as a beard, if you were to give it a beard that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of beard would it be?
So I feel like I might have given these for Motocross 2, now that I think about it.
Perfect. No, I guarantee you didn't, because those were weird ones.
Okay.
Like people I didn't even know.
Well, I was going to say the goatee of Jeremy McGrath.
No, you might be doing the same one.
I think I might have. All motocross games get the same piercing.
You might be doing the same. Because I remember you gave those achievements and I was like, because I remember doing the show notes for that episode and be like, Jeremy McGrath.
Is that the guy who was in Sugar Ray?
Yes. Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
So you just gave that beard because the motocross connect. Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. Tyler.
And he's supposed to he is good at motocross.
Oh, he's a good one.
Yeah.
Then you've definitely given that one before.
Yeah.
Tyler.
Yes.
If you were to give this game a pair of glasses, because I wear glasses, and this is a true binary rating system. If you were to give this game a pair of glasses, what kind of glasses would you give the games?
The helmet visor of Ricky Carmichael.
The helmet, is this also a motocross?
It's also a motocross racer.
Ricky Carmichael?
Yep.
That sounds made up. That really does sound like a made up, like a
Sounds
name.
like a character from King of the Hill who would be good at motocross.
It really does. What was his name again?
Ricky Carmichael. Because I looked up famous, really good motocross stars
with beards and glasses.
Like the first two were Ricky Carmichael and then like Jeremy McGrath, and number 3 was Jimmy Stewart. It was
what?
It was an old picture of Jimmy Stewart with a bunch of comments like his style was amazing. He redefined and then it went back to like Travis Pastrana and other actual motocross
quote.
But Jimmy Stewart just right there in the middle, heralded for bringing in the new age of motocross.
Quote: he was an angel on the ramps. Gandhi.
I thought that was pretty funny when I was reading that.
Did he do any motocross? I mean, that's how little I know about motocross and Jimmy Stewart. It's like I know him from a couple of movies, but it's like beyond that, I don't know what he did in his spare time.
That's how he got to what Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. He rode a motocross bike.
Little known fact, that's why he was going to Washington. They were really cracking down on motocross safety regulations.
I've got to stop this.
You've got a good Jimmy Stewart.
It's based entirely off Dana's car feed.
Yeah. Oh, it has to be.
Because I don't know anything about Jimmy Stewart. I think I've seen he's
10
a god
on the track.
That's true. I know This Is a Wonderful Life, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, and then he's a motocross guy.
You need to watch some, you could get some Hitchcock in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, because he was in rear window or
rear view mirror, and oh god, he's in a bunch of Hitchcock stuff.
Yeah.
Like he's like 4, and I don't even know. I don't even know if he's in the ones that we said.
Yeah.
But you know what?
He's in some of them.
Yeah, this is kind of a video game podcast, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, even though we do video game podcasts like we're playing horseshoes.
Like no one else.
We just close enough. There we go. If we get it, great. If we don't, just try to get as close as you can.
Yeah, if we don't, we can always fall back on hey, we're just two guys. We can just always fall back on that.
Yeah.
We're not video game journalists. Why are you taking us so seriously?
We never said we were.
Wait. Did you listen to the disclaimer?
No, give us your money, but we never said anything like that.
Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
I have like 11 more questions for
Hell
you.
yes.
The first of those questions is, if you were to give this game a price on Amazon, how much price would you give it?
I feel like I've seen these everywhere, so like $3.
Tyler, I feel like that's a pretty good guess. Actual retail value of Excitebike used for the NES at the time of this recording on Amazon is $5.89.
All right.
That's pretty.
I'm sure on eBay you get it for like $3.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think it's worth it. I'd pay $5 for this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's totally worth it. All right. Now the real deal.
All right.
Are you ready?
Fucking stuff.
I have been doing this thing recently where I make quizzes.
Love it.
And I administer
So
those
good.
quizzes, Dave style, where I read statements and not questions. And then you answer them. And you do very good for the most part.
You do like Excitebike. You do okay.
It's fine. It's
I'm
fine.
the Excitebike of taking quizzes.
So I want to apologize in advance because I do not think that this is going to be an easy quiz.
Great. Great.
But
I'm sure no one wants me to do well when they listen. So.
no pressure. The title of this quiz is Bike Quiz.
All right.
This model, Harley Davidson, was created in 1970. No, I'm kidding.
Yep,
It's not that hard. All right, Tyler, are you ready?
Yeah.
Statement 1. A famous scene from this movie featured characters on speeder bikes dodging trees and blaster bolts on the forest moon of Endor.
That's Star Wars. Star Wars.
Judges, we're going to need a more specific answer.
A New Hope. Is that what the last one, the third one is called?
Okay, half credit.
Okay.
It is the third original movie. That is Return of the Jedi.
Oh, Return of the Jedi.
A New Hope.
The very first one, A New Hope?
Yes, the very first one
Okay.
is A New Hope. Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah,
That's good. That's good though. You knew it was the third movie. I feel like
Yeah.
that's good. I rewatched that scene the other day for shits and giggles, and what I learned from that experience was that I should have been watching Return of the Jedi for like every year that I've been alive because too much time had passed. And it's like I watched the speeder bike scene and I was like, oh man, I remember when this looked believable. And I know that's sacrilege. I know that it is. And it's still a good scene. It's still
Yeah.
a great scene. But I mean, there was like, I remember seeing it when I was 6 years old for the first time and being like, or maybe I was 7, and being like, my mind was blown. Like that's probably the first scene I ever saw in any Star Wars movie ever was that speeder bike chase on Endor. So it's like, it's weird going back 30 years later and being like, looks fake. Just like Free Willy. Totally fake.
Fake.
All right, Tyler. Half credit. I'm not keeping track though, so it doesn't matter. Statement 2. This comic book character, created by John Wagner in 1977, rides a motorcycle called Lawmaster.
Ghost Rider.
Good guess. It is Judge Dredd.
Okay.
He rides Lawmaster. I didn't realize that Judge Dredd had been around for that long. I honestly thought Judge Dredd was like a late 80s invention.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he had been around since the late 70s. If I would have known that, I could have made number one Judge Dredd
Chili
fan.
Dog had a Judge Dredd helmet whenever he went into battle.
Yeah, totally right. I am the law. Takes a gigantic toke. Gives drugs to a child on a porch step. Here, Paul. Statement 3. This classic anime character is associated with his iconic pill jacket and his red power bike.
Akira. Tetsuo.
Half credit.
Okay.
You got the movie right. It is Akira. The character's name is Kaneda,
Okay.
which I always remember because it's a country. And I love watching Akira, and when Canada is being screamed, I like to think that they're proclaiming their love for our northern neighbor.
Because I saw most of that at your and Brandon's apartment once.
Akira's a really good movie. I need to buy the Blu-ray edition because I haven't done that yet. I'm still rocking the old DVD. Statement 4, Tyler. In this movie, Elliot flew through the sky on a Kuarhar KZ-1 with a small brown bundle in the front basket.
It.
It is correct.
It.
The sequel to It. Oh, actually, it's the prequel. It. It's the second prequel. The first one's At.
At it.
At It. I'm missing vowels.
Eat.
I also just completely skipped O. I like Ot. That's it in 2000, the year 2000. That's hot. All right, we're done. Okay, statement 5. This fictional, childlike man loves his red bicycle. And when it is stolen, he sets off on a big adventure only to discover that his bike is being used in a movie.
Pee-wee.
That is. Oh, judges and even more.
Herman.
Okay, all right. Judges.
Paul Rubin.
Judges are satisfied. Do you remember
Little kid dick shower.
Do you remember when the news broke that he was arrested on charges of masturbating in a
my parents
theater?
flipped the fuck out.
Yeah, mine did too. Well, everyone
If
did.
they heard the theme song, it was like, turn it off. No.
I feel like a lot of people did. I feel like a lot of parents did. And I remember being bummed out about it. And I also remember like being bummed out about it, not only the fact that he did it, but that I understood what it was. Because that was like I was old enough to be like, okay.
Okay. That could have been me.
All right. Yeah, exactly. that is me in 20 years, is what I thought to myself. Okay. Number 6. This silly Caucasian girl likes to play with samurai swords and ride her bright yellow Kawasaki ZZR 250. I'll accept
Fooly Cooley?
I'll accept 3 possible answers. It is not Fooly Cooley.
Then I don't have one.
It is either Beatrice, the Bride, or Black Mamba from Kill Bill.
Okay.
That is, I'll die on this hill. Volume 1 is better than Volume 2.
Absolutely.
I'll die on that hill. Like
Yeah.
I'll fight for that forever.
100% it is.
A lot of people like Volume 2 better.
Well, they're wrong.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. All right, it's Tadpog Law. Volume 1 or GTFO. Number 7, Tyler. Statement 7. Ridden by Sam Flynn, this high-speed personal transport appeared not only on the big screen, but also on the small screen in Kingdom Hearts 3D.
Tron? Is it from Tron? So it's a light bike? Light trike? I don't...
Half credit.
I don't know.
Good. Very good. It is from Tron. It is the light cycle.
Light cycle.
Very good. I'm impressed. There's no way in hell I would have
I'm
gotten
horseshoesing all these.
You do it great. Statement 8. Johnny Blaze is known for a few things. His penance stare, his mystic chain, and this motorcycle. You thought I was going to make it easy on you, didn't you?
Yeah. The motorcycle, Gravedigger.
Gravedigger.
He also rides in the monster car, the monster truck.
Oh, okay.
Monster car, monster truck.
Monster car.
Bigfoot mega car.
Can I give you a hint? We can work through this.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
It's 2 words. Now think comic book. Like get back in a comic book mindset. And then think about Ghost Rider. When you think about Ghost Rider, like what things do you think about?
Black.
All right, keep
Devil.
going. That's good.
Evil.
Hell.
Brimstone. Hell.
Oh, ha, ha.
Hell.
All right, we got first word.
Hell cycle.
Hell cycle. You nailed it. I knew we'd get there. All right, statement number 9.
The Hellcycle or Hellcycle? Hellcycle?
It's 2 words, so I say a hell cycle. But you know what? I would accept if you would have said hell cycle. I'd been like, fuck yeah, you nailed it. Statement 9. The Harley Davidson Hydra Glide is probably best known for being in the movie Easy Rider, but this MCU character also rides one. MCU being the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Rides that motorcycle.
Yes. The Harley Davidson Hydra Glide. It's interesting that it's the Hydra Glide.
Oh, the Red Skull?
You're in the right comic book. Who rides a motorcycle?
Is Captain America?
It's Captain America rides a fucking Hydra. What the fuck is up with that shit?
Yeah, that's why I thought Red Skull.
I know, and that's a great guess. But what I like to think is that secret code that they're going to pull in with, the comic book storyline where it's like, oh, Captain America's been a Hydra agent this whole time.
Along, yeah.
I think they're going to do that shit in MCU. What do you think? And then I think Bucky's going to be the new Captain America.
Man,
I don't think he's going to die.
People would be so fucking pissed. I remember Reddit went fucking nuts when that came out.
Oh, yeah, totally. But those actors.
I remember Jacob went fucking nuts when that happened.
Oh, when Captain America was revealed to be the Hydra. It's comic books. Like, I get it. Yeah, but it's like nothing in comics are permanent. And it never, ever, ever,
it's
right?
An alternate timeline one has come over, something like that.
Give it. I don't even know. Because I don't keep up with comics anymore, unfortunately. I wish that I had the time and the money to do that, but I fucking do not. it's one of those things where I feel like you don't like something in a comic book, wait 2 or 3 years, and they'll be right back to what you liked.
Yep.
And then they'll do something different again, and everyone will hate it, and then it'll go right back to status quo. And it's like, that's how they sell comic books.
Yeah.
Unless it's like Walking Dead or something.
Yeah,
like,
Superman. Yeah. That's what
You're right. Have you seen Justice League movie yet, by the way?
I see all the memes about his mustache.
Yeah, I know. Those are
That's
great memes. Here's what's crazy is I think those memes were actually created by Warner Brothers to like, it's like, we got to get people to see this movie somehow. I guess we just make it seem like we don't know what we're doing. All right, there we go. People
We're DC, they'll buy it.
Yeah, the people will show up. People will show up, I'm sure, to see a mustache CGI'd off of Superman. It is Warner Brothers, isn't it? Did I fuck that up? I probably did. I don't know who does those. Statement 10. A purple Honda-matic Honda CB400A was ridden by a recently deceased musician in this 1984 film.
Purple Rain?
Purple Rain. Nailed it.
Yeah, that was a weird reach.
No, you did it.
All right.
What I was trying to do was I was trying to build hints into these statements. Sometimes they worked, and sometimes they did. Sometimes they didn't. Like the silly Caucasian girl who likes to play with samurai swords is a direct quote from Lucy Liu's character in Kill Bill.
I don't know why I went to Fooly Cooley immediately.
Because Fooly Cooley's great, and it's weird.
Yeah. And it's a yellow moped. So
I hear they're redoing Fooly Cooley.
Yeah, I've never seen it all the way through.
It might have already happened.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it. That was a good creative endeavor. I enjoyed that.
Thank you. I don't want to brag on this quiz, but I do put a lot of time in these quizzes.
That was a lot. You finished that one and everything.
Quiz crafter. Okay, I don't finish one fucking quiz and then come up with, I feel like, some pretty good impromptu 2 questions.
Very good ones. Yeah, you're right. For who was it that said like Ryan Walters?
I think it was Ryan.
TADPOG thing
I know,
ever.
and he's right. It's 100% correct because it's like I read it in my original, like my initial reaction was like, man, and then it was like, well, he's right. And the initial reaction is because it's like, man, I've been trying real hard recently.
That was good, and it had a ton of fucking research in it because you knew all the weird numbers and names. Oh man,
how are we doing on time?
I didn't time it. I forgot.
I mean, we probably need to wrap it up.
Okay.
I mean, we got time for like one call. You gonna do a call?
Let's do a call.
One call. All right, here we go. Here is a call from January 2017.
What's up, TADPOG? It's your beloved Adam. I apologize ahead of time for probably the second call in a row that I've complained about something.
All right, let's close it out.
Yeah, we're done.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
What is 2017 but a year of complaining already? Man, it's going to be great.
Speaking of 2017 and Excitebike, let's do the endless runner that I was talking about. And because it's 2017, we can't call it Excitebike. We got to like tie it into some kind of like modern day vernacular. I would like to throw this just out there as an option. What do you think about lit bike?
Perfect.
Lit bike.
Perfect.
I love it.
Turnt bike. Lit turnt bike.
Crunk bike.
Crunk bike.
Crunk bike. I'm sorry. That's a game that came out in 2003, not 2017.
But I've said it before, like I know I have, and like it doesn't matter. But like, dang, Amazon is the worst place for you to find the actual retail value of any video game ever.
It is.
When you guys were doing Sonic Spinball, I always play along. Like I always guess.
Good.
Unless I know the price because I just recently bought it or whatever.
That makes me really happy to hear. My hope is with all of these quizzes and how much is this game on Amazon, I hope that people play along and find enjoyment. But it doesn't sound like I don't think I'm doing well by Adam.
And when you guys are doing Sonic Spinball, you know, it's how it's at like $26 or something like that. And Pinball Archmage Chris said $6.99. I was thinking $4. And when Dave dropped $50, I thought there's no way on God's green earth that game is worth $50 or is even selling for $50. So I get on my handy dandy pricecharting.com and it's $4.37 average over Amazon, eBay, and half.com or something like that.
Okay.
I'm going to donate to Patreon in order for us to get rid of the Amazon pricing. Like I'm doing it. 2017 is the year that I put money into freaking TADPOG's penis pockets and get us some better information, because we're better than this. Like, we are the most accurate retro gaming podcast. We can't let this
As
one
it
little
says in
area
our
slip us
disclaimer.
into just a downhill stubble of inaccuracy. You know what I mean? Like, this is TADPOG, man. So, also,
We are, you know what? This does echo something I've been thinking for a long time. We are slaves to accuracy here at TADPOG. And you know what? I feel like we can go either way. We can just free ourselves from the shackles of being right, or we can just revel in being wrong. Just wallow in it.
And I think that's the way to go.
That is kind of the spirit of how much is this game on Amazon. That's like kind of the secret.
We're young Republicans. That's what we
right. Yeah, we're just dishing out misinformation left and right. Here's what we're hoping. We're hoping that you, the listener, will be at a used game store and be like, "Oh, Sonic Spinball for $45. This is a steal. Cha-ching! Wrap it up, buddy." No, I don't need my receipt. I won't be returning this.
Simulate our economy. Yeah.
TADPOG would never do me wrong. Those guys who thought that Jimmy Stewart was a motocross racer.
The motocross god.
Well, third tier.
Yeah.
Jimmy Stewart's like the son of a motocross god and a motocross titan.
if I ever, scratch that, when I make a trip to Paducah one day and meet you guys, the three of us are going to sit down together and play freaking Kirby's Dream Course, because that game is fun. It's so fun.
You can call John Sullivan
we
too,
will
I
have
guess.
a blast. So the three of us are going to play that. And maybe we'll even play...
Adam, you fucking come over here and do that shit then. Adam, do you hear me? Do you still listen? Probably not.
I think he does.
Fucking come over then. Fucking get in your car.
I have faith in
Get
Adam.
in your monster car and
he
come
listens.
over here.
He listens. He does.
Adam,
I'm 100% sure. We talk all the time. I've been hiding this. I've been hiding
he a donor?
He is.
Okay.
Yeah, he is. That's how I know. Well, he either doesn't listen but continues to donate, or he just, or he does both. I like to think he does both. I do not like to think about that since January, he's been like, they're still using Amazon. Like, now I'm kind of concerned. Yeah. Well, no, now I'm concerned that, like, yes, I've been creating.
You should have said something when you threw in money then, Adam. This is entirely on your shoulders.
I'm concerned that maybe that I hope that I haven't built up animosity between us and Adam over the 11 months that it's taken us to hear this call.
Only to say, no, we're going to wallow in wrongness, you bitch.
The Rap Jam Volume 1 game that I sent you guys over a year and a half ago.
Yeah, we need to do that. We need to do that. But I thought that came with instructions to do it with Jacob. Isn't that right? I thought that if it didn't come with instructions to do it with Jacob,
it has to be with Jacob.
You and I decided that it absolutely has to be with Jacob.
That's why we haven't done it, yeah.
And that is 100% why we haven't done that. It has nothing to do with the fact that we forgot that you sent that to us.
Nothing to do with the fact that I don't know where that is.
That's fine. Jacob's got like 3 copies.
Please,
we're covered.
Please send us stuff. We take very good care of
it. What's our P.O. Box?
TADPOG Studios, care of Nicole Nance, P.O. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002.
There you go. If you want to send us something that we will inevitably forget, feel free to do it.
Freaking love you. Keep doing what you're doing, unless it's using Amazon, because the people who like games like me are frustrated. But, everything else is good. So Patreon, coming.
That's actually inaccurate.
Oh, damn. We just don't care then.
It's at least 3 people have mentioned to me. To the point now, let's finish Adam's call.
Soon. All right. I love you.
Love you
out
too.
for Harambe 2017. Never gets old. I love you, Jacob.
See, we knew how much you love Jacob, so we want to make sure he was on that. That is no joke. That is 100%. I can't remember if you, Adam, suggested that we have Jacob on for that episode, or if it was me and Tyler, but Jacob 100% has to be on for that episode. Like, he has to be. Jacob is the biggest rap fan that I know, honestly. So he's got to be on.
Yeah.
That is rap related, right? The game?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Sure. I hope so.
I'm not just being
I hope it's not about, like, wrapping presents.
All right. So, Adam, thank you for your call. I love you too. I actually, people have mentioned to me that the Amazon numbers are really weird. And I know that they are. And it is one of the reasons that I've been using it, because I think it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But enough people have mentioned it. I'm willing to change it. I'm willing to change it to price charting. That's what I've used when I bought all those N64 games. No regrets, baby.
Yeah.
When I bought all those, when we did that fucking stupid ass list, I used price charting for that. Never again. Emulation here on out until the end of the fucking horizon. Emulation. But I wanted that goddamn Trident controller. I had to fucking experience that shit for my own goddamn self. What an idiot. When I bought all those fucking games, I used price charting because it is a really good it's a good site to give you an idea of like the average of how much a game is selling over a bunch of different websites, a bunch of e-commerce sites. So it is in the name of accuracy, it is definitely the way to go.
Okay.
So, and enough people have mentioned it to me that honestly, I'm ready to give in.
We'll give you this one, fans.
And yes. Well, I mean, there is a part of it where it's like, okay, no one gets this. And it's not because it's because it's bad. It's because it's a bad joke. Like, you know what I mean? It's like when enough people are like, Amazon's a really bad metric to use, and I have to explain, well, that's why it's funny. And it's like, the reaction is, it's like, it's not funny. Okay. All right. Oh, that one's on me. My bad. So from here on out, it will be how much is this game on pricecharting.com?
Okay.
And maybe we can get them as a sponsor. How about that?
Yeah.
We've been working on getting Amazon as a sponsor for like fucking 5 years. And
They sell our shirts.
we have declined every time.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, Bezos, fuck off.
Get the fuck out. You let bootleg shirts of ours on your site.
That's true.
You're done.
That's why we don't do it.
You're done.
Yeah.
We hold grudges here at TADPOG.
Buzz off, Bezos. That's what I say. That's what I said to him.
You bozo.
Buzz off, you bozo, Bezos.
New shirt right there. We just made a new shirt. We're going to sell it on Amazon, see how long it lasts.
Yeah.
Because he checks all the shirts. that go
Every
up.
one of them. What does it say about me in the shirtery today?
All right.
Buzz off, Bezos. I'm a what?
The nerve. I like to think he's clicking through. He's like, all right. Winter scene with a Cardinal shirt. That's good. That's good. All right. Oversized motocross shirt. That's good. That's good. Oh, a Jimmy Stewart fan tribute shirt. All right. That's good. All right. Oh, a bootleg Tadpog shirt. Perfect. Perfect. That's what we like to see.
Good.
Buzz off, Bezos.
I started off selling books.
That's fucking crazy to think. I remember using Amazon on my fucking 36.6 modem when I was in high school. I remember buying something on Amazon when I was in fucking high school.
Damn. Now he rules the world. So
Yeah. And I helped.
yeah, I contributed to our overlord success.
I did. You know what? I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all right.
I like
I'm
Amazon.
fine with it. Yeah, Amazon's fine.
It's good.
Although I might start getting my games from Best Buy exclusively because of their fucking loyalty program. The fucking Gamers Club Unlocked. This is not a fucking plug, by the way, for Best Buy. Because it's like you can get, if you're a member, like you can get essentially like $60 games for like $48. And it's like, I was doing that on Amazon for like new releases for a while, and it's like, this is awesome. But then Paul Pig the other day had mentioned to me, hey, actually Amazon changed their policy. It's pre-orders only. Up until like just recently, they gave you like a 2-week grace period. So you could like read a review and be like, never mind. They've totally ended that now. So
Fucking EA. I'm just playing on EA.
you just blame it on EA. Yeah, that's a very popular thing to do this week.
Especially right now.
Yeah, very
it
popular
is.
thing. Yeah.
Anything else? We good?
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Thanks for calling, Adam. We'll change this. I mean, you're Tyler. You're on board with the change. We'll go to price charting. Enough people have pointed out that my joke is just not a good joke, so we're on the price charting.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. You can find the show on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and YouTube.
Yes. Thank you to executive producer Janie for helping on YouTube.
See, I think next week we'll be starting. Well, we're going to be playing Final Fantasy, because I think that's next.
That is next on the list.
Alphabetically.
Final Fantasy is next on the list.
So we may or may not. We probably won't be doing that next week. So
You don't think so?
I think we should find some sort of, because I feel like it's going to take us a while to get through, both of us to get through Final Fantasy.
I'm okay.
So-
I am on schedule to be done for Tuesday.
To finish the whole game?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to be able to do
Okay.
that.
All right. Then let's not beat around the bush. We're not going to be doing it next
Well,
week.
we could two-part it if you want to then.
No, I do not want a 2-part Final
Okay.
Fantasy 1. There is no story to it.
Not enough?
I mean, really?
Okay. I mean, well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It's
There
been a
will be
while.
an episode.
Yeah.
There will be an episode.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
might be Final Fantasy, might be something else.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
All right.
Let's see. Hey, we talked about those shirts on Amazon. You can buy those shirts. Mm-hmm. Just go to Amazon, type in TADPOG. We've got an Instagram, TADPOG_podcast. That's a thing I barely do anything with anymore, but
I don't know anything about it. I can't so it's like, you could just be lying right now and be like, oh man, we got like a million fucking
Kim
followers.
Kardashian follows us. It's fucking crazy.
I don't even know if followers are a thing on Instagram.
They're Instagrammarians. That's what they call them.
Yeah.
The kids call them.
Hey, did you like my photograph I put on Instagram? Slap a Jimmy Stewart on there. There's no likes on Instagram. It's just Jimmy Stewart.
Jimmy Stewart's. I give 5 Jimmy
Oh,
Stewarts.
that's the sound it makes whenever you hit the up.
This
the up
post
button.
is flooded.
This post is lit. I can't do the voice. You're gonna have to do it. I'm sorry.
Let's see. What else do I say? Anything else? I give our P.O. Box. If you're going to send us something, TADPOG Studios, care of Nicole, Nance, P.O. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002.
Nailed it. We have a Patreon.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've mentioned that yet on this episode, which is weird.
No.
We normally just start begging right away. But we do have a Patreon. If you enjoyed this and you would like to help us grow the show, then please, if you feel so inclined, visit us at patreon.com/tadpog. There are already a lot of people on there who are very generous, who are donating. Thank you guys very much. I'd like to personally thank a few people who have recently donated. I'd like to thank Daniel Milne.
Mm-hmm. I think it's Milne.
Milne. Daniel. We'll go with Daniel, even though I already fucked up your last name. I'm so sorry. Dude, thank you very much for your new pledge. Sizable pledge. We noticed the size.
And he would be mad if these spicy boys stopped talking about dicks.
That's right.
So, yeah.
Yes. So, yes, thank you very much, Daniel. I'd also like to thank Platinum member Brett Miller for upping his donation. He has found a loophole to get back on that penny train. So, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Man.
Platinum member Brett Miller riding that loophole penny train until he or us get an angry email from Patreon. And I'd like to also thank Joey Webster for recently upping his donation. Joey, dude, thank you so much. It really does mean a lot. I mean, I know I say that a lot. I mean it every time I say it. But specifically in this month, you guys have been great because it's kind of been, it's fair to say it's been slow growth, the last 2 months. So, seeing new donations and increase in donations, it's like a very good feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So thank you guys.
Get ever closer to the waifu pillow goal.
That's right. We will go to a portrait studio with our waifu pillows and our ill-fitting tuxedos with champagne, and we'll have photos taken.
Yeah.
And
And
then-
I think at a certain amount, we'll figure it out. Like, we'll give you wallets.
Yeah, wallets,
Yeah.
not
Or you want-
wallets.
You
but
want you want an 8x10?
right, right, wallet-sized photographs.
You go to Walgreens, get it printed on cloth. Yeah.
Yeah,
Figure
yeah,
that out.
we'll put it on canvas. You can hang it up like that painting of Kramer on Seinfeld. Yeah, it'll be like that. You can have that right above your mantle. Yeah, we need to get on that. We need to figure out we need to
Break that down so people be ready for it.
Yeah, it's a thing that even like rewards and stuff is like that's stuff we've been talking about for a year.
Oh, yeah.
And have never
yeah.
sat down.
Phil
to
has that
actually do
master
it.
list.
So I even mean like the small things, like for X amount of dollars a month, you get to record the disclaimer at the beginning, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, we need to work on that. We're bad Patreon boys. We're sorry. So what I'm saying is, if you support us, you're fucking awesome.
Yes.
So thank you.
Let's see. We're taking calls again, so we got that phone number.
We
You can
do,
call it.
which is 270-883-2555. Leave us a voicemail. I'll be honest with you. I'm done with text messages. Is that cool?
Yeah.
I want to hear your voice.
Yeah.
If you really want to leave a text message, reach out to us. Send an email to dave@tadpog.com.
Leave a voicemail saying I'm sending a text
Right.
message.
I don't want to cut people off from leaving text messages, but the problem with them is A, I'm bad at reading, and B, some of you are bad at texting. And when those two things combine, it's just like goldfish, banana head. Love the show.
So only terrified Michelle doing voice to text to send text messages. Other than that,
voice to text is the worst fucking thing. And this is not just like a terrified Michelle thing. This is like when I use voice to text, I get fucking frustrated because it's like, no, I did not say Matchbox 20. I said Michigan State.
You do say both of those frequently.
I do a lot. Also, one of my favorite things to do just to seem really old is send a message to somebody using voice to text and then say like smiley emoji, and then it translates literally. It just puts those as words. It doesn't.
Oh, Good Time Gatsby. Ashley does.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great.
She's like, sorry, using talk to text. Thought that'd be a smiley face.
Yeah. I do it to Nikki a lot. Just to remind her that I'm an old man.
Let's see. Hey.
And not a sexy little boy.
Sorry, I don't know how the marriage is lasting.
I don't know. Me neither.
Our theme song, that is Moves. It is by Sycamore Drive. And you can find a link to that track on the show notes at tadpog.com. Trying to average it out to be a normal speed.
I was about to say, man, I don't think I've ever heard you talk this slowly in my life.
Hey, you want to close this one out, Dave?
Well, we need to close this out as Jimmy Stewart doing a fucking front flip off a dirt ramp.
Yep.
I mean, absolutely we have to.
So until next time. Whoa! Tropical Capricorn! He's kind of fried. Gee, you frightened Jimmy Stewart.